inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. We've got baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Miami Marlins. And getting the start for Miami, Max Meyer. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here's a Cardinals lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Thomas Sajazi. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Next offering is downstairs. Meyer, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. Rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone.
Lunges, got it.
No, just an excellent job to track that one down. That was a tough play, and he tried to stay on his feet, not wanting to dive and maybe have it go by him, but the lunge at the end kind of sent him barrel rolling. Great effort, though, and a nice job to hang on to the ball throughout the catch.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him. That ends the frame. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Dustin May. How about a scouting report on him? Stepping in, Xavier Edwards. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Hard hit left side. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
So now, with one away and a man at second, Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. Left field. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Now at the plate, Kyle Stowers.
Ball that's outside.
The changeup missing, and the count's full. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. So the St. Louis Cardinals have been slow out of the gates this year. Singy, this isn't what they expected when the year started.
For sure, Boog, and I think they'd say the same, but they've got a lot of belief in that clubhouse, and I think they'll turn it around. I don't know what that means as we head towards the All-Star break. Do you stay the course or try to make some big moves to shake things up?
Morel. He'll do it himself. 1 out in the second.
That is fit. The second baseman,
Thomas Sajazi will hit next. Ripped, but it curls foul. And a 1-2. Up the middle. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Sajazi rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Outside, that's a ball.
1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. This one in the air, center field. Marcy should have this one. And there's 2 away.
batting in the right field,
Nelson Velasquez next up for the Cardinals. Hit on the ground to short. Sanoha throws to first in time, and that is that. Cards on the board with this double. Down to the bottom of the second, and now for the Marlins, Connor Norby.
Number 1, Connor Norby.
Popped up. Sajazi under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Javier Sanoha, the next up for the Marlins. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tied up here in the early going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. Out towards right center field. He's got it. 2 away now.
Batting in the first baseman.
At the plate, Christopher Morel. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Win. That is the inning. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church. 2-1 now. Line drive, and it stays fair. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Gets the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first, and 1 away in the top of the third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. Burleson stands at first with 1 out. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. The 1-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We move up. Back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Kona. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And here's a slow roller. Sajazi on to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground to first, Burleson. The flip, and they get the out. Jacob Marcy now at the plate.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
2 down, nobody on. Liner picked on the hop at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to back here at Lone Depot Park, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. Sliced hard but foul. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Short the bunt and missed it, and the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. ground ball right side. Morel. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied. Bottom four, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Here's a 1-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's got a chance. Just missed it.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
The catcher, number 13, Heriberto.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Heriberto Hernandez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out.
Up next for the Marlins,
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. And the sweeper misses. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air, right field, Velasquez. Under it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nelson Velasquez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-2. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that is a good
down.
eye on a pitch down low. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and
Now this one gets through. Runner around 3rd. The tag,
Oh,
and he's
he's
safe. It's 3-2.
well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him swinging for the K.
Way out front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly
Throws to first. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Miami. Back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. Outside. Ball 3. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Dobbins getting ready to go. Number 67 getting loose as well. And ball four there. Tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Relay to second. And he's out. Trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now here is Griffin Conine. What a stop. Over to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
2 down, nobody on. That one ripped. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Next is the designated hitter, Liam Hicks. Now a quick throw to first. Edwards back in on a dive. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Scott under this one. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Here at Lone Depot Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Digging in, Thomas Sajazi.
The second baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes the defender is there to make a play.
Lined into right. Conine takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott. Two down, nobody on. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Dobbins. He last pitched 2 days ago. Gets him to chase after that one. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. O'Brien also getting ready. Jackknifes out of the way. Well struck right field. That one carrying. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter now, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, number
Go ahead
1,
run on base. Connor Norby, the next to hit.
That's the ball.
The Fish with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it. Got the
Back here in Miami, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nelson Velasquez. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Max Meyer won't go any further, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now
Pitching change here, Jansen Junk.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. The 2-1. Liner, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And up next for St. Louis, Nathan Church. The 1-1. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Headed for the plate. And they take the lead in the 7th.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a ground ball to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Nolan Gorman. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. He goes down looking. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that's outside.
That's out.
That one found hard the other way. This one in the air, right field. And that'll get down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Marlins.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 18.
One out man at first. And now the right fielder, Griffin Conant. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's got it.
The batter, number 9. Second
So
baseman,
digging in, Xavier Edwards. The tying run at the plate. In the air to left center. And it falls. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Liam Hicks. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Scott on his way over. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We go to the eighth. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Here's a 1-1. Right there for a strike. Bounce to the left side. And that one handled. Whips it across. First out in the top of the eighth.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Thomas.
Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
Ball,
on the
that's out.
count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
High fly ball, right field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop.
So up next, Mason Wynn. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder.
So 2 down. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. The 2-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sanoa gets under it, and that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and it remains 5-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, JoJo Romero. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Fought off foul. The Marlins trailing by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's the catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. Two down, nobody on. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Connor Norton. Lifted in the air, right field. Velasquez has a beat on it. And that's the third out. One left for Miami.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Marlins.
It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Cade Gibson.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Back here at Lone Depot Park.
Outside.
Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Slings to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Nathan Church will hit next. Out towards right center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Round second, digging for third. And his third hit of the game is a triple.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His third hit for extra bases. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for three as soon as it touched down.
Now, that's out number two.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you...
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Now here is Nolan Gorman. And that drops in for a strike. Next one is off the play. Ball 2. Chopper right side. And that chance handled. And that's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Swanson.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and you see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Scott settles under this one, and there's one down. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins.
The first baseman, number 5, Christopher Morel.
Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter. Graham Pauley looking to start something with one gone. Here's a 2-1. And that's outside. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a pinch hit double.
As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Griffin Kona, the next up for the Marlins. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's going to be Xavier Edwards. The 2-1. That one missed.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
The 3-1. They're down to their final strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Man at first. Now it's the DH, Liam Hicks. That's towards center. Scott in position. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the